fucking with that Undisputed, that boxing shit.
You know, it's gonna drop out on console.
Yeah, on God.
Yeah, I might have to get that. I seen the new update that they was gonna do on that.
Yeah, they definitely need to do that. Okay, I be playing that little shit. I be playing GTA 4 too. I just start modding that motherfucker.
Hello everyone and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the
Yeah, I had started that shit. I ain't know how like how, I mean, I ain't gonna say it's difficult, but I ain't know it was that much to it, like it is.
Like, but yeah, like
then even like setting it up, like you gotta move certain folders and files, do all kind of shit. You gotta like dumb down the graphics. But I guess it's just for certain servers too, though. But that's another thing I noticed, like, bro, it's so many different servers.
Yeah.
LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early.
Can anyone catch it?
Right.
And he's
Fuck, he
brought
said
down
like he wasn't
after a
running
huge
as fast.
completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Off play action. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Takes a handoff. It's Durham. At the 35, he's loose. He's off to the races. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hits. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got it down the left side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On second down, wants to throw it. Working that left side now. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Third down play from the gun. Pressure coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
Yeah.
What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get into the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Air Force. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. quick completion on the out. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
Georgia 14, LSU 7.
We've got this third down play to open the quarter. Looking to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This could be a major turning point in this game. Going for it inside their own 40. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
To throw, it's Madden. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 30. Running inside the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Got a man. It's Green. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got a man. It's Robinson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Tuggle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You got
unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed and you got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little.
Quarterback will audible. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Madden. Looking left. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Dogs! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Tuggle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Using the quick game. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Caught. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He wants to throw. Setting up the screen. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he's going to run it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to...
And it's picked off for the third time today. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's...
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Going for the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Got the quick completion. And the defense drags him down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Back to throw, it's Madden. He's going for a big play downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets to it. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, they're able to get the negative play. Great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
Going for it all. Snags it down the right side. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They try to get it outside on the left. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 35, LSU 14.
We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Dogs in the hurry up. The corners are walked up tight. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. He wants to pass it on second down. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fires to the end zone. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field.
Back.
After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. To the air. It's Madden. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The back goes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he brought 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. They're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. They'll line up to go for 2. Back to throw, it's Madden. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. What a lift that can give your team. Take a kickoff back 88 to the house. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything.
Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He'll bring it out. It's Ramirez. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 28 over Air Force. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 5 with the catch and score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Georgia, 57. LSU, 29.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ramirez. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. First and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to throw. It's Madden. He's going to run it. He's loose at the 15. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Sometimes the defense wins, and the defense definitely won on that route. Everybody covered. Great job covering in the back end. QB tries to scramble. Unbelievable job making sure he does it, making sure he gets to the ground, makes him slide, now forcing a fourth down.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Quickly complete.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
game crazy as fuck, bro. I can't understand this dumb shit.
This game no cool. I'm about to cook and shit, man.